welcome to Navigating Rhino. In today's lesson, I'm going to show you how to import images and scale them in Rhino. I'm going to start off by opening Rhino. We've got our navigators across here. We need what we do usually in Rhino. We type in our instructions. Please feel free to watch the introduction video. What I'm going to do is start off by importing the image. To do so, simply type in picture, and that should come up there. Now, I had this already prepared, so I'm just gonna, what you normally do is find your image, find it there, and select. Now, by clicking onto the page, you are able to extend it. Now, we have no idea what size this is at. I've just dropped the image in. Now, if we know the length of a particular wall or something that we want, we can use that to measure and have a more accurate scale. So I'm just gonna say, let's say, so we've got a bedroom in here, we've got a closet, or maybe a kitchenette, a bathroom. So I'm gonna guess, and I'm gonna say, no, you don't wanna guess, but let's just estimate. Let's make this wall, let's make it spacious enough. Let's make it 4 meters. Now, before I continue, I will like to make sure that you have this panel here in the correct measurements that you want to use. So I'm using millimeters. So I'm not going to be able to just type in 4 meters. I'm going to have to type in 4,000. So I'm just going to type in the number that I want. Press enter. And that should, oops, might do that again. I think it just, sorry. I'm just going to press Control Z to get rid of that. Again, so I'm going to press in 4,000, and you can kind of see where it's sitting. All my snaps are on, so just so that it doesn't snap to anything and it just snaps to what I want, I'm just gonna make sure that the snaps are off for that. And I'm just gonna press the shift button to make sure that line is straight, and then press enter. Now I had so many snaps on, I might just double check that and do it again and just press, type in the number again, see that that's the correct length that I want. So that's what I can do. So this one here, the reason why it came out a little longer, it was trying to connect to all the snaps that I had in this panel below. So it didn't actually give me an accurate representation of the length. So that's the right length now. I'm just gonna move these two up. I'm just gonna move it over here, and I'm going to just use, and I'm just using the mouse, my mouse, and I can click that. Sorry, it's choosing to move the note rather than the entire object. Okay, so I've got that there. What I might do to make it easier for myself to see the line, I'm just going to move this line into this layer where I've got a red as my default color. So I'm just going to, sorry, that was a right click, and press on change layers, which will change this line into the red color that I have as a default there. And now I can see that clearly. I can compare it to the actual image itself. So to scale this, now that I've got this is the length of the wall, this is the actual length of the wall, and then this is the image. I'm going to type in scale and enter. Once I've typed in scale, I'm just going to press the start of that wall, and I'm going to press the end of the wall. And I'm just doing that by a right click, and I'm just going to match it up to this. Now, this is when you probably want some of your snaps on, because if I click on end, it's going to allow me to connect onto that snap. If I don't have the snap on, it's going to be a little bit harder, but because that snap's already highlighted, it's going to pick it regardless because I've already made note of it. So I'm going to press that, right click that, enter. And so now this wall here seems still a little bit off. So what I'm going to do is just a little bit. I mean, if you want to be precise, you can get it. So have it right there. And I'm going to press scale again. And make sure when you press scale, you already clicked onto the object that you want to scale. And because end is ticked, it's gonna automatically find that little endpoint for me. Now this is completely scaled, and so that's all scaled, and that's how you get your drawings to scale, whether that is a floor plan or an elevation.